new year, new me type of situation, I guess. But the only difference and the only excuse is, for me, I feel like is my 6 months of recovery actually started at the start of the new year. So I feel like I kind of can be that person, like, oh yeah, new year, new start, fresh start, you know. But technically, yeah, finally 6 months fast forwarded. I've healed. I can kind of, do a little bit more than what I was limiting and allowing myself to do throughout the recovery. Therefore, it's just not being able to do everything I wanted to do physically kind of impedes on my growth and my routines. Like the gym was a big one. Because I wasn't in the gym, I was picking up other bad habits. When I'll be real, because not being in the gym allowed me to eat bad. Me not being in the gym picked up the habit to smoke instead of being in the gym. And which kind of rolled into other habitual habits where I was just not as progressive or motivated, because that gym, along with a lot of other extracurricular activities that I like to do, it just, I couldn't get my jam. But no excuses, but I feel like it's kind of justifiable, for me at least. With that being said, woke up this morning, I'm like, all right, what I'm gonna do? I gotta do it this way. No, I don't do it like that. I was just all in my head, right? I was like, let me just write a little bit. Let me just, tap in, before I get all in my head. Let me get my head on a piece of paper. And with that being said, I want to kind of go back. Oh, hey, sir, you set a timer for 10 minutes?
10 minutes starting now.
Because I get to going. But keep it as raw as possible, like I said from the prior video. And that's what it is. I'm lost in the sauce. I don't know which direction. I just fuck it. But I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna stick to it, and I'm gonna be progressive. So with that being said, rather than me just be all up in my head and procrastinate and, oh, I gotta do it like this, or I should do it like that, and I was about to drop the video, and I'm just like, relax. Take a step back, relax, and just stick to the program and just create, be progressive, consistently move forward. And that's all that matters. They tell you, you need a vision, you need a direction, and you look. Doing something counts. And I'm a firm believer on, yes, you should have a mission, you should have a vision, you should have a direction. But some of us don't. I don't. Not all the time. I mean, even this morning, even with this video, everything isn't going to be mapped out. Sometimes you got to get lost to find your way. Sometimes you have to just go forward to find a direction. With that being said, I'm going forward and I found some direction. I'm like, oh shit, cool. Let me add this to my 30-day challenge, which is recording every day. So instead of me trying to dummy it down and put it into categories or to procrastination, I'm just like, just record. I'll figure it out later, for real. And regardless if I don't figure out something, I'm gonna share it. If it does or doesn't do anything, it doesn't matter. It's because I have something for me, myself, which that's all that matters. I have data. I have now kind of like a bookmark and, just like an updated sheet on me consistently 24/7 now. I want to make this a continuous journey. Definitely want to make it stick to this 30 days so I can kind of get this habit in place. But yeah, I know it starts here, just doing it and just staying on task and staying motivated and pushing forward. So with these videos, it's really for my personal growth, but to express the rawness and the not perfectness in it, if that makes sense. Like, I'm a human, I'm a person, I'm very, it's a lot of things I have to work on. It's a lot of things I want to grow at. Um, there's a lot of things that I need to get done. So these are just my steps to the journey. I mean, I'm just going to show it to be as real and transparent as possible, because sometimes people need that transparency. Some people need that rawness. Some people need that example. Some people need that inspiration or that idol or that person they look up to be like, look, I'm not perfect. I'm human. I make mistakes too, and I don't have it all quite together, which is okay. But I have an idea of how it looks together, and that's what matters. It's just getting your mental together, and that's all I've been doing, and that's all I've been working on, and that's all I really kind of want to do with this journey. Because I know by me working on myself and by you doing the right thing, great things will come. Everything will fall into place. And whatever's meant is it's gonna be. But you gotta kind of hone in on that. You gotta bring that law of attraction. You have to speak highly. You have to just stay patient, and you have to stay positive, which is very hard. We live in a time where everything is negative. Everything is, my life sucks. I can't catch a break. I don't know why it's always happening to me. Just negative stuff. But we gotta get out of that. We gotta move forward, and we gotta talk better, positive, even when things are bad, because you can't weigh or give that energy to those bad things. You just gotta be positive. I flip this bowl over and the water spilled on the floor. Dang it. That sucks. But I'm not gonna sit here and scream, oh, I can't catch a break. Something's always happening to me, because that's now I'm fueling that negative energy. So I said, maybe I was moving too fast. Maybe I needed to slow down and clean this water up, because possibly could avoid, I don't know, an accident at the intersection. So that's where my mind is. And that's why, honestly, like, I see things so different. It's because my perspective to weigh in things in a better light helps me just, not be so negative. With that being said, there's this book called The Secret. A lot of people read it, heard it, seen the little movie. The Secret was a freaking life changer. And I read that probably like 5-6 years ago. And so with that being said, that shifted one narrative of my mind to a whole nother frequency. Realizing and understanding the law of attraction. The law of attraction is real. Please read the book Secret after this video, before even following and watching any of my other videos. If not, you'll be lost. You're like, what is he talking about? Where is he going with it? But there's things in life, there's a science, there's things that we need to figure out, there's things that we have to tap into, there's things that we're not taught that, it's very pertinent and very crucial information. Again, we know how to do negative things. We might go out of club, we know how to drink, we know how to party, we know how to, fight, we know how to just argue, but we don't know how to sit down and discipline ourselves. We don't know how to sit back and think. We don't know how to be by ourselves. It's a lot of things that us as humans, constantly complain and cry about, in life, but the problem is here and here. Like, we gotta tap back in with ourselves first, and then tap back into the world, because right now we live in an overcompulsive, overconsumption type of world, and everything you're fed is constantly keeping you stimulated to where you can't focus on the real problem, the wrong things, the dopamines, the circadian rhythms, the science, the physiology, just the whole nature of life. We don't know those things. We're ignorant to those. I speak for me, myself, and probably a lot of other people too. But yeah, we got to really go back, tap back in, and really understand the human body, why things are the way they are, why we think the way we think, why we do the thing we do, why we need the things we need, you know? And I just kind of, again, when I hurt myself, I had so much time to just like, just think. And I really wasn't happy. It was, you know, I try to bring people in my life to make me happier. I tried to do things to make me happier. I tried to, you know, make more money to make me happier, buy more things to make me happier. It just wasn't making me happy because I was lost in the sauce. Like, as far as like, okay, I can make this money, but I don't know how to manage it. I could have all these great people around me, but I don't know how to use these relationships. I can, you know, have all these great things and do all these great things for people, but I don't even have a routine in my daily life when I wake up, you know? And so it's just, those are crucial things, but I want to jump into that real quick and share my 30-day challenge, what I'm kind of doing. It's a lot, but it's simple. A note, and I'll just check it off, but we have affirmations, we have a cold shower, stretch, read, write, use my calendars, a gallon of agua, water, my to-dos, and track my finance. That's what I have to do every day. Add this, record. I'm gonna put that at the top so I can keep up with it. Record. Hey Siri, set timer for 2 minutes.
2 minutes starting now.
That's what I gotta do every day, and there's 3 things that I won't do every day. Well, so I'm cutting out no marijuana, so no smoking, no sex, no masturbation, no porno, no females, no alcohol. Well, I'm already 6 months sober. So, yeah, none of that. That, I don't know how long or when any of that's going to come back. But, so, I mean, that's just added to the list indefinitely. But, yeah, like I got these 10, 12 things I got to do every day. And hopefully we'll see where it gets me. That's why I said we're going to see right now. With this journey of where we'll be at. Things that I am doing outside of these videos, you might got tuned in with. So, yeah, I got a lot of shit cooking. Stay tuned. Keep up with your boy Weez. You know the new saying. Weez out.